Hello, my name is Maija Kauhanen and I'm from Helsinki, Finland, and I play kantele. And in this video I will show you in different kantele types and then I'm going to sing something in Finnish. I have here a kind of a modern color kanteles. My father builds these instruments for me, so that's why I can a little bit always hope which colors I can get. But here are also some kind of older traditional models, so it's a kind of wood and earthy color. And this is my main instrument. It's called Saarijärven kantele, and I have here 7 bass strings and 16 melody strings. So you can play with your fingers, like melodies and chords. So you can play separate hands. That's left is playing bass, like lower notes, and right hand more melody, like in piano or harp. Or then you can play chords, and then that happens that you take your left hand and then I damp the strings and then I play a chord. Yeah, and then also it's very special technique in kantele that you put your hands totally together, so it's not separate. So this is very traditional style from Eastern Finland. So kind of this meditative, minimalistic music. They say that in the old days, players could play, 1 hour or 3 hours in this kind of music, and they got inspiration from nature and from church bells. And then, of course, you can play with the plectrum too. This is a normal guitar plectrum, and we use it nowadays. Like playing chords and melodies. Yeah. And then one very special playing technique I love is this playing with this tiny wooden stick. This type of playing style comes from Middle Finland, Central Finland. I'm not from there, but I just learned this style when I was about teenager, and then I fell in love with the sound of this wood. So it goes mostly that you damp with your left hand the strings, and then there's a chord, and then you play every second note with the stick, finger, stick, finger, stick, finger, stick, finger. that was a traditional polka from Finland. And then I have here one smaller instrument. This is a smaller kantele. It has 18 strings but no bass strings at all. This is also made by my dad, and this is actually a very new type of this kind of smaller kantele. And we have many sizes of these instruments in Finland. The smallest one has just 5 strings, and the biggest one is the 40-string full chromatic kantele that kind of you can play everything with that one. There are a lot of classical players, folk players, and some pop and jazz. Kantele is kind of a harp with steel strings, so there's 1 string and 1 note. Yeah, and its sound is very long lasting. It can last even 1 minute. The 1 note. So this one, it's just a different type of kantele, but you can use the same techniques. But this is a nice one that you can really wear it as like a guitar. So it's easy to move on a stage or dance at the same time and so on. So with this instrument I use a lot of plectrum when I play chords. Like this. So it's very nice to sing and play at the same time, because kantele works like a harp or guitar, so it's very easy to play chords at the same time. So I will show you one Finnish folk song that you can also sing along if you like. I sing you first kind of the traditional way of singing it. This is a runo song. That means that there are so many different kind of texts and poems in our archives. You don't hear those folk songs so much nowadays, but I'm happy that we have a big archive. We can listen and read and search the texts. So this is singing type from Eastern Finland and Karjala, kind of from the Finnish and Russian border. And it's this really nice singing, like way of singing, so really kind of loud, and it's very fun. And usually this works that you have a text and then you have this refrain, kind of a B part chorus that you can join, sing along. Sorsa soitti vettoi kanteletta jo, sorsa soitti vettoi kanteletta jo, vesilintu vettoi vempelettä jo, vesilintu vettoi vempelettä jo, oi lolle lolle 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 vempelettä jo. So the text was that a duck, kind of a mallard, played kantele, and then they say it another kind of in another words that water bird played a thing, kind of. And then oilolee, helolee means nothing, and then they repeat it. Vempelettä, joo. I like to make new versions and new arrangements from the folk songs. So now I will play you this song, this runo song with my own chords. So you are free to join me. You can repeat the lyrics. I always repeat them. It's part of this runo singing style. But also you can join me with this. Oi lolle helole vempelettä joo. Oi lolle helole vempelettä joo. No sorsa soitti vettoi kanteletta joo. Sorsa soitti vettoi kanteletta joo. Vesilintu vettoi vempelettä joo. Vesilintu vettoi vempelettä joo. Oi lolle helole 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 vempelettä joo. No sorsa soitti vettoi kanteletta joo. Sorsa soitti vettoi kanteletta joo. Vesilintu vettoi vempelettä joo. Vesilintu vettoi vempelettä joo. Oi lolle helole 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 vempelettä joo. So there are so many nice effects that you can find from kantele, and the most common are a kind of damped sound that I put my finger there next to the pin and then I damp. This is a normal sound and this is a damped one. And then the flageolets are also amazing. Quite nice. The song that I showed you before, the Sorsa, the Maller playing kantele, you can find that song from my band Okra Playground's album called Turmio. It's from our first album. And now I'm going to play you a tiny bit of the song called Yötaivas, the night sky, and you can find that song from my album, solo album Raivopyörä. There I used a lot of these effects. I like to invent new things, so I have fallen in love with the fiddle bow, violin bow, because with kantele it's so cool sounds. So for me, kantele is a kind of world of sounds. You can play a lot of rhythmical things, but also fool around with these really weird noises. I could talk about like hours what you can do with kantele, but you can check from my webpage or kind of just Google kantele with K, kantele. And then you can find a lot of pictures, a lot of different kantele artists and videos from YouTube. So just, for example, check my social media. So there you can find more information, or just, send me a personal message. So I will answer all of your questions. I forgot to say earlier that kantele, it's our national instrument in Finland. So kind of everybody knows what is kantele, and we are many players, but it's kind of, it has developed so much in the last 20 or 10 years how people are playing the instrument. There are different colors and different types of the instrument and really good instrument makers. Not so many, but they are really good. So yeah, check the kantele artists. They are really, really cool. In my solo playing, I combine singing and kantele playing, and then I also have drums, percussion with me without any loopers. So I have some videos in YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. So hope to see you next year, like I said. This last song is called Sinisilmä, and you can find it also from my solo album. And here the melody is a traditional folk song melody from Western Finland, and then this kind of refrain part, like you heard before, this yanda, yanda, yanda. It's my own melody, but I use this Ingrian, Karelian singing style. So if you want to join me there, do it. And with this song, I wish you a really, really nice time with this Ethnoport festival. This song is about love. Mä meinasin olla yksin. Mä meinasin olla yksin. Mut ne siniset silmät ja punaiset posket sai minut vietellyksi. Ne siniset silmät ja punaiset posket, ne sai minut vietellyksi. Se kesä oli kuuma ja aurinkoinen ja juhannusruusut ne kukki. Se kesä oli kuuma ja aurinkoinen ja juhannusruusut ne kukki. Sillä pojalla oli hulivilelu